Hello everyone, welcome to Chelsea Sport Focus. But before we dive in, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a moment of breaking news. Let's get started. Kepa Arrizabalaga completes stunning £5 million move to Arsenal after 7-year Chelsea spell. In a surprise twist to the summer transfer window, Arsenal have completed the signing of Spanish goalkeeper Kepa Arrizabalaga from Chelsea in a deal worth just £5 million. After spending last season on loan at Bournemouth, the 30-year-old shot-stopper now joins Mikel Arteta's project at the Emirates Stadium, ending his time at Stamford Bridge after 7 turbulent yet unforgettable years. Once a record-breaking acquisition who made headlines as the most expensive goalkeeper in football history, Kepa leaves Chelsea for a fraction of his original £71.8 million transfer fee. But Arsenal believe they are getting more than just a bargain. They're securing a battle-tested, experienced winner with plenty to offer. Arsenal trigger. Bargain release clause for Spain. International Arsenal moved swiftly and decisively to trigger the £5 million release clause in Kepa's Chelsea contract. A clause included when he agreed to reduce his wages to facilitate a loan spell at Bournemouth last summer. The Gunners were quietly monitoring his situation and, when the opportunity arose, they pounced. The Gunners are said to be impressed by Kepa's character, professionalism, and willingness to compete for the #1 spot, even if David Raya remains Arteta's preferred first choice. With Aaron Ramsdale expected to leave, Arsenal needed a reliable deputy, and found one with proven Premier League pedigree. First words. Kepa speaks after Emirates switch. Following his signing, a clearly motivated Kepa addressed the media with excitement and purpose. "I'm really happy to be here, really excited and looking forward to what is coming. The ambition that is shown in this club when I spoke with Mikel Arteta and Inaki Kana. The desire to win was clear. I believe we are close to something special, and I hope I can contribute to that success." The Spaniard's words echoed the growing sentiment at the club. Arsenal are on the brink of silverware, and Kepa is determined to be part of the final push, from record signing to redemption. Kepa's Chelsea journey began with great expectations. Signed in 2018 to replace Thibaut Courtois, he arrived from Athletic Club for a world record £71.8 million, a fee that weighed heavily on his shoulders. While his early Chelsea career featured highlights, including penalty shootout heroics and Europa League success, consistency became a struggle. Several managerial changes, tactical systems, and competition from Edouard Mendy and others saw Kepa fall in and out of favor. Despite those challenges, he remained professional, eventually earning a loan to Real Madrid in 2023-24 after Thibaut Courtois suffered a major injury. Though later replaced by Andre Lunin, Kepa showed signs of the player Chelsea once believed in. He then joined Bournemouth in 2024-25, making 35 Premier League starts and helping the Cherries secure their best-ever league finish. His performances restored confidence, attracted suitors, and proved he still belongs at the highest level. Arteta, Berta praise winning mentality. Arsenal. Sporting director Andrea Berta was full of praise for the club's new addition. "We are really excited to have Kepa join our Arsenal family. He is a player with great experience, someone who has already won major trophies. He brings a winning mentality, and we believe he will be a great asset to the group." Mikel Arteta added his thoughts. "We are really happy to bring Kepa into the team. I've admired him for years and seen his quality up close. He's experienced, determined, and ready to help us compete on all fronts. He will push everyone to raise their level." What this means for Arsenal and Kepa. Kepa joins a hungry Arsenal side on the rise. With a Champions League return, a Premier League title push, and deep domestic cup runs on the agenda, squad depth will be crucial. His arrival offers not just cover, but also legitimate competition for Raya, and insurance should injuries strike. For Kepa, this move represents a fresh chapter and perhaps a path to redemption. At 30, He still has several peak years ahead, and now finds himself at a club that values his maturity, top-level experience, and leadership. A summer of change at Arsenal. Kepa's arrival is expected to be the first of several key moves for Arsenal this summer. Martin Zubimendi and Christian Norgard are reportedly next in line, while the club is actively reshaping its squad to challenge for every title available. As one of Spain's most well-known goalkeepers, Kepa will now fight to reclaim international recognition, and he'll do it wearing red and white, the end of a Chelsea era. As for Chelsea, Kepa's departure marks the end of an era. Signed as the club's future in goal, his time was marked by brilliant saves, unforgettable shootouts, controversy, including the infamous Carabao Cup final refusal incident, and flashes of brilliance amid. Chelsea's ambitions at the Club World Cup this summer could soon be bolstered by fresh attacking reinforcements, but only if the clock doesn't beat them. As the summer transfer window opened earlier than usual to accommodate the international tournament, Chelsea took full advantage, moving quickly to secure Liam Delap from Ipswich Town in a £30 million deal. And now, they've turned their attention to João Pedro from Brighton and Jamie Bino Gittins from Borussia Dortmund in a bid to strengthen Enzo Maresca's options for both the short and long term. While these deals are significant for Chelsea's broader rebuild under the Clear Lake capital Todd Boehly regime, there's an immediate question fans and observers are asking: can Pedro and Gittins feature for Chelsea during the remainder of the Club World Cup? FIFA's special registration window explained. To answer that, it's important to understand the special conditions FIFA has placed on this summer's Club World Cup. Due to the tournament's scheduling and impact on preseason preparations, FIFA opened a secondary registration window on June 27th, specifically for clubs participating in the competition in the United States. This window allows each club to register up to 2 new players for the knockout rounds. However, this flexibility comes with a deadline. Registration must be completed by Thursday, July 3rd, which falls shortly after the conclusion of the first knockout round. With that deadline in place, Chelsea are racing against time to get João Pedro officially registered. The Brazilian completed his medical in the US earlier this week, and all indications are that Chelsea are keen to include him in the matchday squad for their upcoming quarterfinal clash. If all paperwork is finalized and FIFA receives the necessary documentation before the Thursday deadline, Pedro would be eligible to play as early as Friday, July 4th, when Chelsea take on Palmeiras in the quarterfinals. It's a high-stakes encounter against the current Brazilian champions, and Chelsea are expected to field a strong lineup, and Pedro's arrival could give Marresca a timely and tactical boost. Why Jamie Gittins is ineligible? The situation, however, is different for Jamie Bino Gittins. While his move from Borussia Dortmund appears to be in the final stages, his participation earlier in the tournament with Dortmund disqualifies him from being registered with Chelsea for the same competition. Gittins made a brief appearance for BVB in their group stage match against Fluminense, which rules him out for eligibility with another team in the same edition of the tournament. FIFA regulations prohibit players from appearing for more than one club in a single Club World Cup, meaning Chelsea will have to wait until after the competition concludes to integrate him into the squad. As a result, Chelsea are unlikely to push through the Gittins deal urgently, focusing instead on getting the João Pedro transfer finalized before the Thursday deadline. All paperwork, contract signing, and registration logistics must be completed in time to allow the new signing to be included in the matchday squad. Chelsea's next match and the tactical implications. Chelsea's path in the tournament continues on Friday, July 4th, when they take on Palmeiras in the quarterfinals. The match is scheduled to kick off at 9 p.m. Eastern Time and represents a crucial step in Marresca's efforts to establish a winning foundation early in his reign. In their round of 16 clash with Benfica, Chelsea overcame significant adversity. A thunderstorm led to a 2-hour delay, and a late penalty equalizer from Angel Di Maria forced extra time. However, the Blues recovered well, aided by a Benfica red card and went on to win 4-1 in dramatic fashion. If João Pedro is cleared in time, his versatility and Premier League experience could immediately come into play. Marresca is still shaping his tactical system, and Pedro, who can play across the front line or even as a second striker, offers tactical flexibility that could prove vital in knockout matches. Looking ahead, Chelsea's performance at the Club World Cup is more than just a test of their squad depth. It's an opportunity for the new manager to instill his ideas in a competitive environment. With Delap already signed and players like Estevão Willian arriving next year, the club's focus on youth and versatility is clear. But in the short term, it's João Pedro's registration that is drawing all the attention. If Chelsea complete the formalities by Thursday, he will be thrust into the action in a matter of hours, an immediate opportunity to impress and contribute in a high-stakes tournament. For now, the race is on. Chelsea fans will be hoping the paperwork lands in FIFA's inbox just in time.